this community has a tremendous heart to help. They really do. I'm sure you guys have seen that. Yeah. And but the other thing that was really surprising to us is like people would say, we're so grateful for this because it's something our whole family can do together. And it helps. It's not about us. It's really about showing our kids how to serve. And so we thought maybe we've actually tapped into something here. Yeah. And of course, it's about being a part of the community and helping those. And that was the other part. Man, there's a real need in our food banks. Just and the need's growing, unfortunately. Yeah. And so, we want to be a help. So, and we were able to do that in multiple ways when we kind of stumbled into this event.
Action.
Back.
Action.
8th episode. We are killing it.
That's number 8.
8. This is 8. 8th.
Hey, thanks for coming.
Thanks for being here.
Mike Malfelt.
Valerie.
With a V?
Nice to see you. With a V.
Beautiful. Love that.
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
All
How's your
right.
weekend?
Well, it was actually really great. We should talk about both of our kiddos. Do you guys remember Caden, my son, came on, and your daughter Olivia? You remember her?
Very unforgettable children. Very unforgivable.
I didn't know this, but both of our kiddos are in choir. Did you know that? I knew.
I didn't know he sung.
Yeah.
Actually, I know he played guitar.
Absolutely, he does.
And he does.
He's
actually pretty impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I've actually had people in the office be like, Have you seen Caden's videos? And I'm like, never heard of him. But no, seriously, he's actually really good.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Well, he
self-taught too, right?
Yes.
Love that.
Yes, and he got into choir, and Olivia just had a trip, and so she's in the middle school choir, and Caden's in the high school choir. So they just went to Busch Gardens on Saturday, but when did Olivia go?
So last weekend. Not this past, but the one before.
Okay.
Yep. How did they do?
So Caden, they came in first. I asked him
for singing,
like overall singing. Yeah.
Okay. Good.
So Caden's he's a teenager, so his details are not very good. I was like, "How did you guys do?" And he was like, "We came in first." And I was like, "And what?" And he was like, "I don't know. We came in first."
Yeah,
and I
we're
was
winners.
Like, oh, great.
We're just winners.
And I was like,
everybody
is so
else
great.
not so much.
I was like, "Wait, have you guys won before?" And he was like, "Yeah, they win all the time." And I was like, "He's so not helpful with information." But I am happy to hear that they did go. They did place first, which is super awesome. So Culpeper, I think, is known for having a really solid choir, theater, music.
No, it's good.
Encompassed.
And Mr. Hughes, who was the choir director over at CMS, we actually sponsored their most recent concert. And we were actually in their flyer, and he gave us a shout out. And it was funny because Olivia came home one day and was like, "Oh, Mr. Hughes wanted me to tell Dawn and Buddy, thank you." I was like, "For what?" She's like, the thing, the one thing with the thing on it. I'm like,
okay,
help me, help.
Help me help you.
So anyways, we had donated, towards the choir to their program, and he's a super cool guy.
Yeah.
And he actually sings at like professional sports events.
No way.
He does
like
the national anthem. He's phenomenal.
Cool. That's
but
cool.
No, they were in Kings Dominion the weekend before last, and they got first in 4 different categories.
That's awesome.
One of them being like best sportsmanship or best school, best behaved, which is really awesome.
That's really cool.
And like they have like different levels of singing, like tenors and altos and whatever else they are. I have no idea what Olivia is. But every time she sings, I'm like, I heard you. She's like, you heard me? I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, heard you. Yeah, no idea.
I heard the lady playing the piano.
This is Caden's first year doing it. So it's a lot of firsts for him with the theater thing.
Does he sing bass? Is he like the real dupe?
I don't know.
Do they even have that?
No, they do, but that's not him. No, he's about me. I would say if I was going to guess between high, low, he's in the middle. Whatever that is, I don't know. But I was really proud of him, and really, he's doing things that are coming out of his comfort zone. I think that's hard for a lot of kids, especially in this
that age group,
the
day and age we're in, and just them stepping outside the box. I mean, good for them, right? Because of course, they always want to be like, "Well, is that the popular thing to do?
Yeah.
Is that the cool thing to do?" But for kids to not even worry about that nowadays,
it's super
really
great.
Cool.
I was super happy for him. So very cool that our kids are kicking butt. That's
separate
awesome.
yourselves from the world, man.
Right.
Be
your own person.
What did Shane say? It's not the
fall in love with the journey, not the destination.
Exactly. That was a good one. That was a good one.
Caden still says that. He said he's putting that in his senior quote.
He needs to put it on his wall.
Oh, yeah. I'll tell him to put it on his bedroom wall.
On a whiteout.
Can I just tell you, so just for you guys that don't know, if you haven't seen my son's music, he records a lot of them in his bedroom because it's quiet, but he graffitied his wall. I let him graffiti. It was supposed to be 1. It turned into 2. But it's in the background, and one of the girls in the office was like, "Oh, my God, is that his bedroom?" And I said, yes. She said, "You let him color on his walls?" And I was like... Yeah. And she was like, I would die. And I was like,
Nothing
I'll
paint
paint it
can't
one
fix.
day. I was like,
Little
I'll paint
primer,
it one day.
little paint.
But I definitely let him,
No,
let
but
him
it's
express
creative and
himself,
it actually
and
looks
it looks
cool.
really neat. He's got the rope lights like around the ceiling, so like
Yeah,
he
Olivia's
changes
got
the
those, too.
color and does the different things, and it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah,
So he's on the right path.
that's awesome.
Very cool. But
Very
yeah, other
cool.
than that, my weekend was pretty chill. Caden, like I said, did that, and yeah,
Awesome.
did a lot of laundry and dishes and
Yeah, so did Sylvia.
home stuff.
Yep, exactly.
Why Sylvia? Why not
She
you?
won't let me do laundry. I'll do dishes though. Yeah, I'm
No
a really
laundry
good
for you?
dishwasher. Yeah.
You got banned
No,
from
I
doing
do laundry too. It's
I'm
just
kidding.
those are her days, and then when she's in the zone, it's like,
Oh yeah.
I love you, but
Sometimes I enjoy that.
get out of my face.
The cleaning and the. It
So I
makes
just
you
go in
to
the garage,
reset.
it's already clean, and I'm just like,
Trying to
looking for
find stuff to
things.
keep
You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I hit you up. Remember Sunday? I was like, "Need your garage looked at?" I'm not gonna touch a thing. I just want to look around.
Just want to look around.
You have a garage? You want some?
You want some?
You want some
You want
cleaning?
some? You want some?
So Friday we had our bloomers. Well, what was it? Wednesday
Oh my
we had the
gosh.
business at the Bloom
Business at
in
the Bloom.
Winchester for Apple Blossom.
So if any
It's
of you
their
guys that don't
99.
know, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
it's
this is
huge.
if you don't live in Winchester and didn't like grow up in it. For me, this was new, right? I learned about Winchester when I started networking up there, and what is it? I'm so sorry.
Apple Blossom.
Apple Blossom, thank you. Apple Blossom is like they shut the town down. Like businesses closed
Literally.
for like this 2-week festival, and I think it's awesome. I think all towns should do that. They should have a community base like that. We should. What would we call ours up here?
Fuck here, fun times.
Yes, see, and we shut the town down for
That's
2 weeks, and
horrible.
we just party. And it's not just about partying.
Maybe
it's
our
really
special
great.
guest can give us a better title for maybe that idea.
I think so.
Yeah.
But I think definitely it's like you just said, it's amazing to see. So Wednesday was the business at the Bloom.
Business at the Bloom. We had a booth there. You were there.
Yep.
I saw you.
I saw you.
I had a really cool polo shirt.
You did. It was the best polo I've ever seen.
Don't look at me. It was way too tight.
Mediums are no longer in.
I think L and
in the
M
mix.
shouldn't be so close together in the alphabet. I think the mix-up was that somebody accidentally had a typo when they typed in my size.
You guys,
Anyways,
it was not that bad, but he was very uncomfortable. He would not take any pictures with me, just for the
all right,
record. And
let's
he's a
not
picture
go
guy.
into detail. Why are you going into detail?
He wouldn't. He was like,
I just
don't
made a
like
comment. I don't need you to piggyback. I just need you to sit there with your
I just was
glasses and
giving
just be
them. I
quiet.
was giving them the full.
Well, be quiet.
Okay.
Thank you. So
My bad.
let's
You
start
should have
over.
been there.
Hey, it's Mike here with Peak Roofing. And
Anyways,
this is,
Business at the Bloom was great.
Yeah,
There was
it
a
was awesome.
big turnout. They had an awesome speaker. It was the CEO of Valley Health.
He was
He was a
awesome.
great speaker.
Yeah, great guy. He did really well.
So we enjoyed that. And then tell us all about Friday, because I didn't get to be at Friday because even though it is a ladies' luncheon, we send the guys.
you need to come though. Yeah, you need to come to one of those. It's a good time. It's a ladies' luncheon,
Mm-hmm.
the Bloomers luncheon, and it's at the Shenandoah University Event Center. I forgot the whole name. There's like 14 words in it. But we come out and we hang out in the parking lot and everybody's partying and we give away some swag
Yeah.
and we focus the swag more on the ladies. Instead of we don't do stress balls, we don't do tape measures. We do
The nail files,
chapstick,
lip balms,
nail
yeah.
files, tissues, and it was funny. 10 women when we gave tissues, they were like, "You knew I was going to cry today, didn't you?" I was like, "Oh my gosh, I don't want any part of that."
Don't cry.
Yeah, please don't cry. You need a roof. So they said no. But anyways, no. And every year it's gotten bigger and bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the whole point of us being there is not just to interact with our another community that we service, but just get to know people and you meet other businesses. And we did. I met a couple really good property management
Yes.
girls who run property management
Love
companies
that.
who are looking for new roofing contractors and things like that. So
That's awesome.
it is about business. It's about networking, but at the same time, we have a really good time with them. Everybody's so welcoming up there. We actually get on the stage between breaks and songs, and we throw out special Apple Blossom Peak Roofing T-shirts that everybody's in love with.
Oh my gosh, it's become like a staple. Like they know the
It
ladies'
has.
luncheon. The
They're
guys
like,
are
yeah,
coming.
those guys are
and they're
hideous. But
bringing
where's your
shirts.
shirt? Give me a shirt. So anyways, they beg for shirts, and we probably have a dozen or more, a little more that we throw out on stage, and like footballs.
Yeah.
And we'll introduce ourselves and come see us at the booth. We do a couple giveaway raffles, which
Yeah.
is funny. I may or may not have sung Whitney Houston on stage for about 4 seconds. Did you see that video yet? Okay, you will.
Can't wait to see it.
I hit the
No, you didn't.
I hit the note though, didn't I? Did you feel it? Okay, so be quiet. Never mind. If you stutter and you're lying, Anyways,
He hit it pretty well.
okay, I hit it good.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Whitney good.
That's so good.
When he hit it, I was like,
Who's that? Whitney?
I could not wait to see.
Whitney?
So
Mom?
we did send Shane to tag along with the guys and get some great footage. So be
Yeah.
on the lookout. Make sure you're subscribing to all of our socials: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok,
X.
Twitter. and obviously this YouTube, because that's how you're seeing us here, guys. So make sure you're liking and subscribing. But I can't wait to see what happens with that video. It'll be another great one from.
That'd be awesome. Always a fun event.
Super fun.
Yeah.
I love the community things we get to do.
I know. So speaking of local, we have a couple cool events coming up that we've already hit on a little bit.
Yep.
The newest one being Stuff the Trailer.
Stuff the Trailer. It's huge.
What does that mean?
It means
we're stuffing a trailer.
We're stuffing a trailer. It's literally parked right out here. You can come any time of day. It doesn't have to be during business hours. And we are looking for non-perishables. So those cans, those dry foods, boxes.
Yep.
Last year, I think we were able to fill, half the trailer.
It's a lot of food, though.
We know that the community we can pop this trailer.
Yeah.
Busting from the seams.
Exactly.
So
there was a ton of ramen.
Ton.
I saw a ton of tuna fish.
A lot of peanut butter, which is awesome. I
love peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter.
Peanut butter and ramen.
The macaroni and cheese.
That's easy. The
Campbell
craft.
rum,
The Blue Box Blues.
Cereals. So yeah, we just all the non-perishables. The reason it's so important is and again, if you are blessed enough to not feel this, then you should feel very lucky. But there are a lot of kids that rely on school lunches and breakfasts to get through the day.
Exactly.
You know? So when summer hits, a lot of these kids, they scrounge, and the families and the parents, and it's hard. So again, if you don't feel that, then feel very blessed. But for the ones that do feel it, let's help them. Let's help supplement the summertime.
I mean, one can is a contribution. That's enough. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So
You can
if
bring
everybody
one can.
does just one thing,
Go to your pantry. I know there are things that you bought that you were like, this is going to be great. And then you just don't want it anymore or don't have it. Clean out your pantries, guys. Bring it to us. Let's really try to help supplement those meals.
And I love our group here. A lot of people here will bring a ton of food too, which is awesome.
Kind of know it's time to clean out the pantries.
Exactly. It's a good time of year.
Absolutely.
It's awesome.
So if anybody, again, we're running it all through the month of May and the month of June.
Perfect.
So, and we will be partnered with our guest that's here as well as the local other.
Just going to hold off on that.
Hold off. But we're going to, we're going to make sure that it gets spread out through the community, and we're excited about that.
Yep. And then we have our free roof for a veteran.
Yep. If you are a
which
veteran,
is still
or no
active
veteran.
and rocking.
Yep.
And that'll be closing end of June, correct?
June 30th. June 30th.
Gotcha.
Yep.
So we still have another 2 months. So if you know a veteran who is in need of a roof, who is within our service area, including West Virginia, get with us, and you can see online and some other places where it has that QR or that sign-up sheet, and just kind of gives you, or just put their information, quick story, and we do a randomizer.
Yeah.
And then we pull a name, and we'll announce it the week of July 4th.
Yep. We will call them July 4th. We will announce the winner and call them.
Yep.
And we'll see how many years in a row we get hung up on before we get them to believe it's not a scam.
The world we live in nowadays, it's
true.
not really a
100%.
thing.
I would probably hang up too, but
Me too.
I think every year we've gotten hung up on. But once Dawn gets that, no, please don't hang up. It's not a scam.
Yeah.
Then they're good.
My dealership called me for a recall. And I was like, liar.
And
then
I don't even know
I went
that
in
car.
there for an oil change, and they were like, you're for your recall? I was like, oh, y'all were real?
Oh, that's a real thing?
And they're like, yeah, the spoiler. I'm like, I don't have a spoiler. They're like, exactly. It fell off. And then they put a new one on. Good.
There you go.
Yeah, shout out to Safford Dodge.
Love that.
So anyways,
Cool.
so that's super exciting.
Yep.
And then we'll be doing that roof the week of September 11th.
Yep.
Weather permitting.
Weather permitting, we'll pick the day.
Yep. We always say weather permitting.
Yeah, because you just never know. You don't want to say, hey, I'm doing it on...
It rains in September.
Yeah, it does.
It'd be raining.
So you just never know.
It does. Here comes the rain.
Here it comes.
Have you ever seen it?
Nope.
Have you ever seen the... Okay.
Nope.
And then we have our Alzheimer's golf tournament coming up.
Golf!
Super exciting. That's going to be in September as well. But registration's open.
Yes, absolutely. We're still looking for some teams.
Special early bird
for
specials for foursomes, sponsors, whole sponsors. It's going to be a great event. And 100% of those proceeds go towards our Boogie's Bunch Alzheimer's.
Absolutely.
Which is
Super
amazing.
exciting.
So I love the turnout of those. I know it's a lot of work. I say it a lot. But the work that the girls put into that, it's a lot. And you cannot downplay that. But just to be a part of it's so much fun.
I got to work my first golf tournament on Friday. It was really
Where
great.
at?
We did up at Stonewall for CF, the cystic fibrosis for the Cato
Although
family.
he said see ya. I was like, see you later. Fine. All right, we're done.
No, it was super great. So it's definitely golf season. It definitely
That's
it
a
was
good tournament too. I forgot about that
It was a charity
tournament.
golf tournament, and those are just so fun because everybody's there for a good cause and everybody's just having a good time
And they know why they're there.
Yep.
I love that.
And it was my third
everybody,
year.
They participate in raffles and giveaways, and they'll buy the little cookies and the foods and things like that, and all that money goes towards.
It was my third time being out there, and a lot of the golfers are repeating. They're like, "Pig, we were hoping you were going to be here." It's really
That's so
great.
cool.
A lot of guys like New Buddy, and
No.
some were competition, and
No
we're
way.
like, "I don't want any of your swag. I already do my own roofs." And I was like, "That's fine." And he's like, "I'm just kidding. Can I have one of those?"
No, you can't.
Like it was pretty funny. So
you can't.
it was a lot of great teams, a lot of great guys. Their son actually, the Cato family's son was there with a group of 4 women. So I'm not sure if it was like, aunt's cousin. So I knew it wasn't his mom, obviously, or his dad, but he was hitting for them. Like he was the coolest kid. He had these awesome, like those big, what are those like baseball where it's straight across?
Yeah, I know.
What are those sunglasses called? He had those on. No, it was like, what are those baseball players have on? They're square all the way
You're
across.
dead on, but they're called something.
But anyways, he had those on. He just looked so cool. He was a younger boy, and he had his baseball cap on backwards, and he was so like putting and doing all the things. And the girls were like, "He's carrying us," and I was like, and he's like, I mean, it had to have been like maybe 10.
That's so awesome.
He was so cool. But it was a really great time. So it just made me more pumped and excited for our golf tournament too.
I know we're actually planning one this coming Thursday in Williamsburg.
Ooh,
I'm excited for that one.
What's that one for?
Virginia Roofing Professional.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's the one you've been wanting to do for a while,
Did
right?
you get the heavy hitters out there?
Of course you did.
Big Ron.
Everybody. Heavy hitter. Yeah.
Of course. You guys have the guys going. That's going to be so much fun. Very excited for you guys. That'll be a good
Again,
time.
it's just a sacrifice that we're willing to make. Playing golf, on a work day.
On another note.
Yeah.
No, that's so great.
So
I'm glad
as
you
for
guys
events,
did
I'm pretty sure, I think that's everything we have going on right now. Yeah.
There's always
Usually
fun things
there's
that get
more, but
thrown
new
in.
things will get popped in for sure.
Yeah.
Other things we have, obviously, in the next coming weeks or months, there's going to be our third Thursdays in Culpeper.
Yes, third Thursdays are always
Those are
such a good
so
time.
awesome. And
So
that, if
fun.
you don't know, that's the third Thursday. That's why they call them third Thursdays.
No way.
It's not the fourth, not the second.
Wait, so not the actual third, the number day.
Yeah, it can't be Thursday the third, because if that was the
it's
case, there's only like, I think, twice a year.
Third week, Thursday.
Third week
of
of
the month.
Thursday. It's fun.
Makes sense.
Live music, food
Thanks
trucks,
for breaking that
the
down.
restaurants right there are open.
Yeah, it's
It's
a good
such a
time.
fun time.
That's a good time.
And I think that's pretty
I
much
usually
it.
get to sub in one of those for you because you go on vacation. So
It's
thanks
always
for
that.
letting
It's
me
always
have
that
one good
July.
time.
Well, it depends. Yeah, it's always that July third Thursday.
Yeah.
So it's a
Good times.
blast.
Yeah.
Well, hey,
Hey.
let's get rock to it.
Yeah, I'm super excited. So this guest today is actually our first ever non-Peak employee. However, he is a Peak partner beyond Peak partners. Like there is no doubt in my mind that this gentleman says Peak Roofing every chance he gets, and we also love supporting him and all the great things that he does. So without further ado,
Introduce our guest.
Mike Poff. How are you today, sir?
Doing well.
Oh, we're so happy to have you here.
Yeah.
Yeah, man,
So
thanks
good
for
to
being
be
here.
Yeah, I just want to say up front how much we appreciate you guys. Just the way you go about your business, your generous heart that you show for our community, and of course your partnership with us. It means a ton. And we feel the consistency of that, so it really helps us as we get started for this year's Feed Talk here.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we've actually been a little bit involved with them for a little bit longer than I think what most people think, right?
Yeah, it's been a minute,
Yeah,
right?
it has.
Do you have a time frame? I don't know.
Oh, gosh, no.
Yeah, it's
probably-
been a while.
It's probably maybe 10 years.
I
yeah.
love that.
It's
cool.
probably close.
Yeah.
So I remember Olivia being like
Little help them with
child,
that.
Yeah.
like people walking her to the bathroom kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
awesome.
yeah, at least.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Super great.
Yeah.
So you are the pastor of Cornerstone Baptist Church right here in Fauquier.
I am.
And just a side note, you also belong to the Chambers and do a lead share group and you host it there.
We do.
Which is really
Absolutely.
great.
Thursday lead share.
Thursday lead share.
Anyone's welcome.
Anybody's welcome.
I know you're.
No, I'm just
not
kidding.
in the third lead share.
I'm just
I know
kidding.
this
So I do Friday and you do Thursday, but I knew that was that you host that at your place, and I think that's really wonderful. I'm a big supporter of the Chambers and lead share and networking and community, and it just all ties together. So
It
thank you
does.
for doing that.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's
Person.
been fun to be a part of that, and our chamber president is, just a great guy.
Yeah.
Great to
him
work
and
with.
Benjamin, Alec and Benjamin, shout out.
Yeah, they really.
They're cool. Yeah,
Absolutely.
good guys.
Good guys. So have you always been a pastor? Is that,
Yeah, I was
is that
like, what's the
is that-
background here?
Yeah.
I don't think you're born and be like, yep.
That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing.
No. I never envisioned this at all. I was raised son of a dairy farmer who also had an asphalt business on the side, and so growing up on a dairy farm, you get to see a lot of buildings. There's a lot of building that goes on a dairy farm with all the outbuildings and stuff. And so I really got interested in civil engineering, went to Tech, and got my civil engineering degree. Somewhere around in the middle of that experience, I had this thought, is God calling me into because I'd been a follower of Christ since my 11 years old, something like that. But there in college, I got this thought, is God calling me to be a pastor? And I thought, this is how deep my thought process went. It's like, now pastors have to do funerals. That would be depressing. I don't want to do that.
That's all they do.
Yeah, that's
You're
all
right,
they
that's
do.
it.
They only call me when people pass.
I don't
That's
understand.
right. Yeah. So that was that. Went into the public sector, worked for a utility down in Charlotte, and I started working with 9th grade boys. And
That's brave.
that's,
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
lying. Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah. In fact, they told me when I took that role, you're the 13th person we've asked.
No
so, yeah.
way.
So not a
they
bad,
were-
not a bad turnaround whatsoever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. It
A
was
little
no
bit.
joke. So, but that's when God really started to grab a hold of my heart. I tried to argue with him for 6 years, like, God, I'm here in the public sector. I work with all these other guys. I can give money to the church and all this, but he wouldn't hear of
Yeah,
it.
good luck. Right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. I lost that battle.
He's
So-
like, you do what you want to do.
yeah, that's right.
That's not how that works.
That
Yeah.
gives me goosebumps.
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
So let's start. I mean, outside of pastoring, which we know there's a lot involved with that. It's not just funerals. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, there's weddings. There's your sermons. Obviously, that you're prepping for, correct?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah.
not just something you get up on stage and kind of just say,
Just on a whim.
let's wait a few
Like we
and
do.
wait till let's wait to what God tells me to preach about today. You know, that's not going to work.
Yeah. No, I had a barber, and I was in Fort Worth, Texas for a while. He would always say, "Oh, here's that guy who only works 20 minutes a week," you know. But as you guys know, anything that you do well, even if it's only for 20 minutes, 30 minutes a
It
week,
takes time and
there's
prep. And
tons of hours behind that. But
Yeah.
I think that's just a small part, because a lot of what we're trying to do is foster relationships within the church and build a culture that reflects what God wants us to reflect here. I mean, my understanding is that we're supposed to be an outpost of heaven and give people a little taste of what, not that we do it perfectly, but give people a little taste of what there is to come, what's possible. And Feed Talk Here is a part of giving people that taste. So
people that don't know what Feed Talk Here is, please touch on that.
yeah.
So like how that started is
Yeah.
what my biggest
Absolutely.
question is.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
And it's kind of hard to describe. It's because it's taken on some dimensions that we hadn't anticipated.
Well, if I remember correctly, you said you thought it was just going to be a one and done thing. You guys were
Absolutely.
like, hey, let's do this packing food event.
Yes.
And you thought it was just going to be a one time only. And
Right. Well, we wanted to be, we share y'all's heart for the community, right? And so we wanted to find ways to connect. My wife and I used to be runners. That was long before a hip replacement. So
More walkers now.
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
We do
I'm with
that.
you. I was always been right there with the
But
good.
we were familiar with that, and we did this 5K run called the Well Run Race in honor of a guy that used to be a part of our church. And we would try to bless nonprofits in that process. One year, the timers didn't work out. And we're like, oh, what are we going to do? And someone suggested this, and we said, well, we'll do that this year, and then we'll go back to the race. Well,
Right.
What surprised us about the whole event was like, this community has a tremendous heart to help. They really do. I'm sure you guys have seen that.
Yep.
And but the other thing that was really surprising to us is like people would say, we're so grateful for this because it's something our whole family can do together. And it helps. It's not about us. It's really about showing our kids how to serve. And so we thought maybe we've actually tapped into something here.
Yeah.
And of course, it's about being a part of the community and helping those. And that was the other part. Man, there's a real need in our food banks, just and the need's growing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
yeah.
And so, we want to be a help. So, and we were able to do that in multiple ways when we kind of stumbled into this event.
Yeah.
It's cool how like something doesn't line up and then another door opens.
Yes.
That you don't expect.
No.
And in your brain you're like, oh no.
Yes.
But it's like, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
My wife and I'll often say, "Oh, plot twist."
Yeah.
Yep, right.
And it's often
Yeah.
to something much better.
Side mission. Is that what the kids call it? Side mission? What is it, Shane? You're young.
Yeah, right.
I think they do say side mission. I
Whatever.
Think they do say
Yeah, it's just like off the track, but now it's working.
But I have to agree with you so much on the family aspect. I got to bring Lilo last year, and even her getting to help. And granted, she lasted a couple minutes, but then she'd sit down, but then she'd get right back up to like help scoop again. And it was really cool. And even Dawn's granddaughter came out. You've had Olivia out there.
Olivia's been there a
We
bunch.
try to have as many peak employees that can get their hands in there.
Yeah.
It's really amazing to see. And our peak tables, I have to say, get very competitive because I'll tell you, Dawn's table whooped our butt.
Remember every time we take a basket away? 1, 2,
And they were
3,
like,
team peak.
But, it's
But everybody does it.
It
Yeah,
does.
yeah.
Everybody gets, and it's not even about a competitive thing. It's just funny at the table who can pack the most
is.
boxes.
Oh, yeah.
It's like it's a really good time.
Fun
So
for a good cause.
exactly,
Yeah.
fun for good. That's so exactly spot on. It's not.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like work or chore. Even the kids that are out there, the younger kids up to the teenager years, they're happy to be leading a table and being a part of it and having a position on post at the table. And it's really cool to see.
Yeah.
It's really
yeah.
cool to see.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah.
Now, those events,
awesome.
Mike, like that day, that's a full day, pretty much, right? Because I mean, there's times where we've had like the first shifts and then we've done the third shifts.
Yep.
Right.
What time average does that start and when does it end?
Well, it
Like
depends on
ballpark.
the actual. This is another one of those things where people see 6 hours
Sure.
of the event, but the preparation starts now.
Yeah, it's
Right.
48 hours
So-
yeah, exactly.
yeah, but so the volunteers get there that morning about 7:30. We open the doors generally about 9, runs till 3.
Gotcha.
And we've tweaked the time over the years, but I think what happened was we used to have hours. People would serve for 1 hour, and then the next group would rotate in. People go, I was just getting going.
Right.
Just started
They
breaking
do.
a
They
sweat.
want to keep going. Yeah.
right. We're getting on a roll,
Yeah.
and so
I love how they still make me wear a hairnet, which is hilarious. No offense.
yeah,
I mean, I
it
get
is
it, Mike. I get
We
it.
do
It
want
is
to
great.
get some Rock the Hairnet T-shirts. Maybe y'all can help us with
That'd be
that.
awesome.
But,
That would be good.
Yeah, but yeah, so we found that the hour and a half is really, I think, a good time for folks. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
Good. And how many
Absolutely.
people are you feeding? Like, so all the bags that are made that day, like, what's the average? Like, how many people are you feeding from that day?
So we have initially for the first 10, no, actually 9, on the average 50,000
Amazing.
meals.
amazing.
Yeah, so
All prepped in a day.
all prepped in a day.
Amazing.
And then the next year, I guess the 10th year, we did 100,000. Just about killed us.
Yep.
But you guys really did a great job of coming out. And so we thought, man, we can't go back down to 50
Nah.
after that.
Yeah.
And so,
Sky's the limit.
yeah, so we've settled in at 75. And then last year we had some extra funds come in, so we did 80 and sent some to disaster relief families.
Amazing.
That's
so
amazing.
yeah, so it was really
And
good
how many
time.
years? This year, because your event is when? Do you already have the date
Yes,
booked and all the
November
things?
the 7th, not 7/11, but 11/7.
That'd been cool. Is
7. Mike, do you know what November 7th is?
that Alzheimer's Day?
That's our anniversary.
Oh, gosh, shame on me.
Oh, wow.
Good.
Is it
It's
Really?
our
really?
Peak's 20-year anniversary.
Wow, so maybe we could do something special for that.
So we'll be prepping bags in the morning and headed to party that
Yeah.
night. Hey.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So yeah, November 7th, we won't forget that date now.
Wow,
And we'll
okay.
keep sharing that
Awesome.
with our people so everybody can get involved. So November 7th is
That's
it's
the
the
day.
13th year.
13th
Did I
year.
remember that? Yeah,
That's correct.
13th
Very good.
year.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
For thinking it was a one and done.
Right.
It'd be 13 years.
It took
and
on a
Shane,
life.
you got to come out last year and watch it in action. It's pretty awesome.
Very cool.
It's pretty great. And you have a lot of the same support, right? Volunteers that have come out for years and years and years with you. And it was
Yeah.
great to see that and hear their stories
Yeah.
and how much they love it too.
Yeah. Some behind the scenes, and then some people that just come every year. This is another thing we didn't expect. Is some people go, I know the holidays are coming when Feed Valkyr hits, and so that was kind of cool to
I
know
love
that, and the holidays are a time of giving in a community, and those are things that we try to represent in that event as well.
I love it.
I know, and it's not talked about much, like in the world we live in nowadays, but just the sense of compassion that a lot of people have,
Yeah.
but don't have an opportunity to express it.
That's right.
So I mean, this is one of many outlets, right?
Yeah.
Which is cool, but you see online, and again nowadays you just hear a lot of bad. It's a lot of negative.
Yes.
But again, there's so much good
Yes.
still going on.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, behind the scenes. But I mean, if we can be a small part of it, getting back into the forefront, that'd be a
Man.
great thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
And with this, certain thing, I know you do many other things other than just the Feed Valkyr thing. How has it changed you? Like, how has it made you? I know it's made you better. I'm not saying it made you worse, but like, in what way, if you don't mind sharing that?
Like as a church, or just as me as an
Personally,
individual?
you
Yeah, personally. Well, I never went to school to be a fundraiser.
Right.
I mean, that is a
Yeah.
faith walk for sure. I mean, but we have, I guess it's deepened my appreciation for the community and yeah, just the people of our county. I mean, just helps me see basically that just what you said. People really want to have a place to give. They're just waiting for the opportunity.
Yeah.
And so I think too, as we've grown, I've had to let go of a lot of stuff because I just can't. You can't have your fingers in all pieces of the pie, nor should I. But it's forced my hand in that way, and that's been good.
Good.
That's been really good.
Good.
And I think as a result of that, just being willing to ask for help, like, we've got a business here in town. Like one of the biggest things that no one sees is all that food when it gets delivered is about anywhere, depending on what we pack, 7 to 10 tons. And
wild.
that's non-pallets. And if you know where the location where we have it now, the truck doesn't always bring a pallet jack.
Oh.
And so one of our local businesses that right around the corner brings their forklift.
Thank goodness.
Oh, amazing.
And
I was just
just
about to say, thank goodness.
moves at 50 feet, but it's like, I mean, the guy I should say this, the organization we work with, Outreach Inc., Bobby Polito leads that. He was on the Penn State National Championship, great guy. He blew out his hamstring just trying to push up a pallet when you shouldn't have. But so, you don't want to mess around with that stuff.
No.
It's crazy.
So Feed Fall Year is definitely a big event.
Yes.
End of year, you plan for it all year, but clearly there are a lot of other things that you do, like Mike was saying. And one of the things, you actually just got off a plane like an hour ago.
Was it really this morning?
It does feel
Oh.
like
It wasn't this morning, but it was definitely, you came in Saturday. Did you get back Saturday?
we got back Friday
But
evening.
you were in England on a missions trip.
We were.
Yeah. Can you tell us a little bit about
were.
that?
Yeah, it started here in Fauquier. A couple that I just happened to meet 10 years ago over at an event in Vent Hill. He's Canadian. They used to be in bands, actually, Christian rock bands. She was a bass guitarist. He was a drummer. They got married, got called into missions, and so we just befriended each other for all these years. And now they're over in Manchester trying to start a ministry work there.
Wonderful.
And it is. And it's amazing to see what they're doing. So. Got a few little extra pounds due to the pastries because we spent a lot of time in coffee shops
I hear
meeting
you.
people.
It's amazing over there, I hear.
Oh, yeah.
We're foodies.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
huh?
We're
Yeah, we
foodies.
love-
We'll try
That's
anything
right.
twice.
Yes,
you really-
100%.
We be snacking.
We be
I'm like, what's that?
What's that?
Oh,
What's up?
oh, you-
What's up? What's up?
We do that
I
a
should
lot.
have brought some of the stuff we
No,
brought back,
no.
man.
Stop.
Well, next time you go back, bring us like
all
some
right,
meats or
well,
some
I'll be
cheeses.
thinking that
Maybe a
time.
Danish for Valerie. I don't know. Whatever.
So they asked you to come over and kind of see what they got going on and help them out? Or?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And if
that's amazing.
anybody's watching this, I mean, they want to be a part of what they're doing there.
incredible.
Yeah. So it's a great connection.
It's phenomenal. Real quick, going back to the local stuff. Just
Yeah.
had a quick question I forgot to ask. So, like, what does it look like as far as funding something like that? Because I know there's costs associated with it.
Absolutely. So each of the meals that we create, I think when we started, it was about a quarter, 25 cents.
Okay.
And this is not just any meal. I need to make they're nutritionally of values, not just filler. So these guys Outreach Inc. engineer, for lack of a better word, the meals to be really helpful for the kids and the people that are going to be eating them. So,
Hot pocket and a bottle of water.
that's right. That's
Not the case.
But not the case. No, but it is definitely, like everything else, gone up a penny, a couple pennies. So all the money that we fundraise goes. I say all the money. I might be off just a little bit. So we put some money in our budget just for the marketing,
Of course.
and the
yeah, you
posters
have
and
to-
all that kind of thing.
course.
But for the majority, I would say 98.8% goes to the food.
Amazing.
So this year, our fundraising will probably be our goal will be somewhere between 35 and 40,000.
And these are just monetary donations? People just give donations towards it? Or do you fundraise throughout the year leading up to Feed Fall Year?
We've tried both. We tried Feed Fall Fest where we had musicians come in, but we even had somebody from Nashville come in that we had some connections with, but it wasn't easy for people to make the connection.
Got it.
And so we've done food trucks in our parking lot, and we've done well on some of them.
Yeah.
But it seems like just the direct ask. People said, just ask us. If you want help, just ask us. So
I get that. I get that.
that's kind of where we've
Good.
gone.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I'm glad the community's behind you because it is amazing what you guys do.
It is, and there's a lot of that. Again, and you hit something earlier that kind of made sense. It's like people want to, but you don't want to go that extra mile to try to find out where.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, nothing against them. I mean, because I might be one of those people as well, where I'm just like, it's just way more convenient when something's like, here, do you want to help?
Yeah,
exactly.
sure.
100%.
Yeah,
It's like Girl Scout cookies.
Especially-
You want some? Yeah.
Exactly.
And next thing you know, you have 6 boxes of cookies. And I didn't have to go to them. They just happened to be where I was going, you know? It's no different.
And I
It's
think
just convenience.
And I
It's
think
easier.
it's true for a lot of businesses
In the world we
too.
live in, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say a lot of business owners are just very busy, and it's a hard to orchestrate and the logistics of everything. So yeah, they're just like, hey, let me help.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
I think that's huge, and it's the ask, right? It's the ask.
It is the ask.
Yeah, having the right person
It is.
to help support that ask.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, I didn't go to school for that. I'm not great at it, but somehow God's provided
It's
every year.
obviously, you're obviously the right person for it.
Well,
If
I don't know.
it's successful. I mean, what does that look like?
100%.
Successful. Obviously, you don't want to be stagnant, right? So, like, what does it look like in 10 years from now?
Yeah,
You know,
that's
is
a
it-
great question.
Is it 200,000? I
Yeah.
mean, what does that look like?
You know-
How do you obtain that? How do you get to that?
Yeah,
True,
yeah. One of the ways, and it's interesting. One of the limitations is just storage. If we do keep going to 200,000 meals, like, our local food banks can only hold so much.
Of course.
And so we want to be mindful of that. So do we go outside the county and provide to other places? One thing we've been toying with the idea, and I don't know, it's the first time I'm saying this outside my head or outside of the walls of our organization, is there a way we can help students at our local high schools with leadership development through this? Because, you've got tables that, you could recruit your team, and then there is some leadership involved. You've been at the tables, you guys know what it's like.
Yes.
And so, there's some opportunities, and they're always asking for community hours as well. So we're thinking maybe there's some opportunity there. So, but yeah, we're still trying to envision what that looks like in 10 years. So,
I love
I
yeah.
think it would help our youth today.
I think so too. Help them
Yeah.
get involved, get the youth involved.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Just having the sense of having or being a leader.
Yes.
A lot of people strive for that.
Yeah.
Not even knowing what they're leading.
Exactly.
But it's like, hey, look, everybody's looking at me, and this is what I'm going to do. And for a 17, 18, 19-year-old kid,
That's
like you
right.
said, I mean, it's huge.
I listened to a podcast, and one of the first questions the guy asked is, when did you realize you were a leader? And oftentimes, people will go back to something like this at
Yeah.
15 years old, 17 years old. They got this opportunity to lead, a bake sale or
Right.
whatever. And,
it was
then
impactful.
it's like, oh, wow, I didn't know I could do this.
Right. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. I just wanted to ask you, I'm sure things can get overwhelming, right? It's super stressful.
No, you're right.
Why are you laughing
I was
at
just breathing.
No, but I was just curious when things get very overwhelming, very stressful, and you feel that burnout sensation coming. What do you do? What keeps you motivated? What keeps you you moving?
Yeah, that's a great question. Because there's plenty of opportunities to feel overwhelmed in this. I
I'm
mean, and I
sure.
think as the numbers go up, every year it's like, oh
course.
Lord, yeah.
Right. Well, it's a physical, emotional, and mental
Yes.
stress. It's not just
It is.
one thing. So.
It is. There have been a couple of things. My wife, she's amazing.
I do love her. She's wonderful.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't without her. I mean, I would have done
We
it.
show her this
without.
podcast.
Yeah, that's right. Love you, Anna. So.
We love our wives.
Yeah, so there's that piece. Our church is such a great team. A lot of times I feel stressed because I'm in my head and I haven't asked anybody for help. And, they're great to rally around. Sometimes it's just friends, pastors, friends. Some people are not in the ministry at all, just that know me for me, and I can reach out and talk to. And if I'm being a complaining whiner, they'll call me out on it,
Like,
right?
All right, Mike. Suck it up.
That's exactly right. Good.
Or they'll
So that's
be like,
what you want,
Tell
though.
me more. Yeah,
you want
that's
that.
right.
You do.
You need to be held
sometimes.
accountable, right? We all do.
Exactly.
It's hard, but
Exactly. But I think the other thing, and this is something I started doing when I was back at Tech, and I mentioned kind of struggling with our going to the ministry night. Blacksburg is kind of like here. You can go anywhere and you see the stars. And sometimes I would just go out and lay on my back and look up at the stars and say, God, I know, just kind of gives me a reality check. Like, you're this big, and my problems are this small. and you can handle it. And
Absolutely.
so just part of it's prayer, but part of it's just being out and with him and realizing his bigness and his ability to take
Doing his work, you know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Which is awesome.
That's awesome.
If you knew somebody who was actually going to like jump into what you're doing on the Feed Fall Cure side, what advice would you give that person?
If someone was trying to do something like
Somewhere else, yeah, like at another location.
Well, it's funny you say that because we've actually had, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 people come up from different parts of the state or the country.
No way.
And
that
watch
want to do it.
people and investigate doing it.
That's awesome.
Well, I would say that you need, one of the things that make this work is, I think for Feed Fall Cure, is the group of people, the volunteers. You gotta have folks that share your heart.
100%.
And then I think the other is just finding a way to tap into your community. It's interesting, the very first year we did this, so outreach, when they do these events, most of them do for companies, and they just do it in-house. And so, hey, everybody, we're gonna go down to the cafeteria and we're gonna pack these meals. So when we're setting up, he said, so you have 400 people in your church? I said, no. He goes, why you ask that? He goes, well, you got 400 people volunteers you're counting on. I said, yeah, we just threw out posters and invited the community.
to come.
And
That worked?
You think they're gonna come? I said, well, I thought they were. And he goes, I've never seen it done this way before. And so,
awesome.
he was blown away too that when our community was standing
Jumped in.
out the door waiting to come in. So I think that is just having some kind of connection.
Yeah.
With the people. Either you're going to have an organization that can provide the manpower to pack, or you got some way to publicize to the community to get them to come in and be a part.
I would love to hear you trend-setting feed whatever communities all over. That would be so cool. We like being trendsetters, right?
It just has your
Trendsetter's
little
the
name
word.
at the bottom of the flyer.
Like-
Brought to you by,
That's right.
That'd be so cool. I
That's
love
so cool.
that.
Well,
I
we
love
actually
that.
had an associate pastor, a youth pastor, that went down to Hanover County and did Help Hanover.
Help Hanover. I love that.
Yeah, so
I was thinking that the
Help
food
Hanover.
Fall Cure is like, what if Fall Cure started with a P?
I know, right?
What would you name it? Provide Fall Cure. Yeah. Good job. Good to go.
Let's try to get it off
We're gonna
the
go
phone.
A through Z real quick. First word
Ready?
comes A, B, C. You're not playing right. D. All right.
My fault.
No, that's awesome. Mike, man, we really, really, really appreciate everything
Yes.
that you do for the community. Love being partnered with you.
Oh, same
I
here.
know you get to work with Valerie more than anybody else, but we'd love to be more involved with things that you guys are doing. And
If somebody wanted to reach out to you, they wanted to reach out to the church, to be involved with Cornerstone, to meet you, to learn about more of Feed Fall Cure or how they can help in other ways, how can somebody contact you and get involved?
They check out we got 2 websites, the church's website, cornerstoneva.org, feedfallcure.org is specifically for Feed Fall Cure. You can just email us. There's email contact information on both those sites.
And you're on the chamber page.
And I'm on the chamber page. We are on the chamber page. That's right. So any of those ways,
absolutely. Okay.
people can reach
So
out.
online
Shane can
and
pop
reach
up
out.
the little thing on our podcast. Be like,
Yes.
Feed Fall Cure.
Will you please
.org.
add that? He'll add that
Yeah.
on the end of the podcast
Oh,
too,
great.
so that
That's
way
awesome.
if people
Awesome.
want to grab it,
Yeah.
we'll make sure people know who you are and
And
how
your
they can
face
get
is
involved.
blurred during all this when it airs. So are you okay with that, or do you want your real face to show?
What is wrong?
Well, there
didn't
might
tell
be
him?
some reason to blur,
Oh.
but it's not.
We
that
know, like
big of a
anonymous.
gap,
We
right?
change your voice. You know what I'm saying?
Stop it.
No. Again, Mike, we appreciate everything
we appreciate
you do, man.
you
Yeah,
so
thanks for
much.
inviting me.
Thank you for
today.
coming.
Yeah.
I really
It's
appreciate
great to
it,
be with
especially
y'all.
right after getting off a plane. I'm sure you're still trying to get
Hopefully everything
situated
makes
back.
sense. Yeah.
No,
You're like, what time is
thank
it?
you.
Yeah, I don't know.
What time is it?
We
I have no idea. It's 44:25.
44:27.
Military time.
44:27.
Makes sense.
We appreciate you so much.
Yeah,
Thank you
thank you,
so
guys.
much.
Good.
Mike,
Well,
you got anything else to
I'm good.
add on to
Appreciate
the
you.
thing? Appreciate
Yeah.
you, sir.
We'll see you.
This was great.
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.
Have a good one.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
See ya.
Bye.